Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most beloved fairy tales of all time, The Adventures of Little Red Riding Hood. It's a story full of excitement, bravery, and a bit of mystery, so get cozy and let's journey into the woods together. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by a magical forest, there lived a kind and curious little girl named Red Riding Hood. She was known for her bright red cloak, which her grandmother had made for her, and she wore it everywhere. Her grandmother loved her so much and gave her the name Little Red Riding Hood because of the lovely red-hooded cape she always wore. One sunny morning, Little Red Riding Hood's mother asked her to deliver a basket of goodies to her grandmother, who lived deep in the forest. With a smile on her face, Little Red Riding Hood set off on her adventure. She was so excited. But little did she know, the forest held many secrets, some of them not so friendly. As she wandered through the woods, Little Red Riding Hood was unaware that a sly and cunning wolf was watching her every move from the shadows. That's right. The big bad wolf had been looking for a tasty meal, and he thought Little Red Riding Hood might just be the perfect snack. The wolf appeared and approached her with a friendly smile, pretending to be kind. He asked, "Where are you headed, little girl?" Little Red Riding Hood: "I'm going to my grandmother's house, Mr. Wolf." The wolf, being very clever, had a devious plan. He tricked Little Red Riding Hood into taking a longer path to her grandmother's house, while he raced ahead to reach her grandmother's home first. He got there, knocked on the door, and tricked her grandmother into hiding before taking her place in bed. He disguised himself as Grandma, hoping Little Red Riding Hood would never notice. Finally, Little Red Riding Hood arrived at her grandmother's house. She noticed something was odd. Her grandmother looked different. Little Red Riding Hood: "Grandmother, what big eyes you have." Wolf, disguised as Grandma: "All the better to see you with, my dear." Little Red Riding Hood: "Grandmother, what big ears you have." Wolf, disguised as Grandma: "All the better to hear you with, my dear." Little Red Riding Hood: "But grandmother, what big teeth you have." Wolf, disguised as Grandma: "All the better to eat you with, my dear." And with that, the wolf jumped out of bed, ready to pounce. Just as the wolf was about to strike, a brave huntsman burst through the door. He had been on a hunt in the woods and heard Little Red Riding Hood's voice. Without hesitation, the huntsman fought off the wolf and saved both Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. What a relief. The wolf was gone, and everything was safe again. Little Red Riding Hood learned an important lesson that day. She realized that sometimes even friendly-looking strangers might not always be who they seem. It's always important to be cautious and listen to the advice of trusted adults.